Bitcoin traders ready to buy as Tether supply on exchanges hits $9 billion. Latest analytics data shows that buying power of traders is accumulating on exchanges, rising to a new high. According to the Santiment analytics team, concentration of Tether stablecoins on centralized crypto trading venues has reached a half-year high. That's 22.5% or $8.99 billion if converted into fiat. This high accumulation of stablecoins on exchanges is indicative of traders buying power rising, analysts from Santiment believe. Santiment has so many great charts, you know. The ratio of Tether stablecoins on exchanges has risen to 22.5%, which is the highest level in over 6 months. This amount of supply converts to $8.99 billion, indicating a rising level of buying power accumulating on exchanges. So this is big. Basically, you got all this money sitting over in stablecoins. Now, I want you to think about this. I want you to think about the place we're at in the market. Why would all these people be moving stuff over to stablecoins? Well, it's for either one of two reasons. Either you believe that there's about to be a massive drop and you don't want to lose value, or it's because there is a lot of upside and you're waiting for the market to stabilize to buy maybe not all Bitcoin. Maybe you're waiting to buy some altcoins that are ready to pump. So it is kind of, in poker, they call it a polarized range. I mean, it's definitely a polarizing thing. But the vast majority of times that we've seen this amount of stable coins available, it has been bullish. So there's definitely an argument to say, that people might be moving out right now. But I don't think that's what we're seeing because there's so much questioning in the market on what's going on. I think most people believe that we are going to at least see one more top or we're going to see one more move up. I mean, like somebody asked me, I did a Twitter Spaces with Layla Main of Business Insider yesterday it was, and she asked me, she said, what are the chances? What do you think the chances are that we're still in a bull market and we'll see higher highs? And like she pinned me down on a number, and I think 85%. I think it's about 85%. That would be the number I put on it. What about you, TJ?
That we're still in a bullish cycle. We're going to see a higher high in the, mid to near term future, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say 85. I mean, my first thought was 75%, so it's a little lower than what you were saying, but similar range.
Similar range. I heard you were a yes man.
Who said that?
I don't know. Somebody sent me a message and they said, TJ is just a yes man. You need to be surrounded with people that don't agree with everything you think.
I might be the only non-yes man. I'm probably the farthest
He's
from
the
the
knowest
yes.
man I know.
Yeah.
I promise. That's why we're always arguing and fighting. But in general, we do have the same outlook on where we think things are going, and the general idea of the market. We do agree on that. So yeah, people are really scared to talk about green dots now.
Yeah.
So I just see these comments over and over again. One will just trigger me. All right. Bitcoin miners to exchange flow. Previous 5-year low is observed on November 19th. More whales are buying up. And I think this is also the important part that really makes it feel like that we are, it really makes it feel like this is bullish and not bearish. So more data from Santiment has recently shown the large BTC holders known as whales, thank you for that clarification, today, have been adding more of the flagship cryptocurrency to their holdings. According to figures shared by the analytics agency, the number of whale addresses that store 100 to 1,000 Bitcoin is soared by 193 wallets, compared to only 2.5 months ago. Santiment team believes is a good sign that may show the upcoming growth of the Bitcoin price. It's up 153%. What do you think is going to be happening? What do you think is going to be happening when we get to a place where Bitcoin, the year-over-year price of Bitcoin was higher? It's just so amazing to think at this point that we're already like to the end of the year. Like we're back to January in a couple weeks.
Crazy.
That was so fun back then.
Yeah. It is fun when you look at it. I think we did a tweet the other day that said the Bitcoin price on this day, I don't know where it started. I think it was like 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and then today, obviously. And it is interesting to look at. It's generally moving up. There was 1 or 2 years where you get the bear market and it's about the same price as it was the year before, but it is always generally moving up. And then there's those certain years where you get that 3,000 to 14,000 kind of jump, just crazy numbers. So, it will be interesting as we take over to the end of the year this year and at wherever we're at,
Yeah.
48, 50, hopefully we get a pump before then. But, that's going to be well up at where we were January last year. And then, like you said, it's a whole nother reset for charts and people that look at all that kind of stuff. So, um, yeah, it'll be good. And
Yeah.
that's the one thing I always try to remind people, you do too all the time. It's not necessarily about timing the market exactly, nailing the exact top or the exact bottom. It's spending time in the market and
Yeah.
really just surviving and staying alive and accumulating over time. And if you keep building up your crypto stack, generally your crypto stack is going to be worth more dollars or whatever your local currency is in the future.
Somebody figured out that when I'm looking here, I'm reading the comments. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you see me looking right here, I'm looking at the comments. When you see
Well,
me looking here, I'm looking at myself, which
yeah.
is, you guys know, my favorite thing to look at.
You make a little you can tell when you're reading a little
That's it.
more intently. Yeah. You kind of squint a
Well,
little
a
bit.
lot of people are in this chat talking about. By the way, I saw somebody saying something about red dots. The red dots on the momentum waves, they're not as bearish. Just like the regular green dots on the momentum waves are not as bullish. The two things that I really look for that are like, okay, this is generally a great indicator where it's going: the large green dots that pop up on the deep momentum waves and the blood diamonds that pop up on Market Cipher 8. Those are kind of your two symbols. When you trade those over a longer period of time, outside of like the 1 or the 5 minute chart, I don't mess with that. The hour, the 2 hour, the 4 hour, that's what I look for. So a lot of people in the chat not happy about what I said about MetaHero. What did I say about MetaHero? They said I was looking down on MetaHero.
Yeah.
I just said MetaHero. When are y'all going to scan me? That's all I said. We like
Yeah, we
MetaHero.
like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not. We're pretty sure we're investing.
One of our
in it.
top 5,
Metaverse projects.
Metaverse projects we like. So, yeah, I only didn't mean any shade to them. Any stretch of imagination.